What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because today I'm going to talk to you guys about fitness coaching, both in-person training and online training. And I think this is a very important topic because I'm currently in the online world, and I personally have worked in the in-person world for a long time. Now guys, keep in mind, this video is not to knock off in-person training. I think in-person training has tremendous value till this day, and I think it is needed. I think it's very importantly needed. But today what I want to go and show you is the benefits of what online can do for you, and also how you can integrate in-person with online, so that way you have a hybrid model moving forward if that's an action you want to take, or if you want to fully go online, right? So we're going to move over here. We're going to start with the in-person training. The reason I want to start with that is because I want to go back to when I used to do in-person training and talk to you a little bit about that. Now, most importantly, in-person training, reasons why I think it's great. I think it's great to get your feet wet, especially if you're a young trainer looking to be able to get yourself into the fitness game. I obviously believe that you can't replace touch and certain things that you can do in person that you probably cannot necessarily do online, right, to a certain extent. And on top of that, the learning curve, right? You're gonna learn a ton by working with in-person clients. So I do still think it's very important, and it's a different experience for the client and yourself. So not knocking off in-person training at all. I just want you to look at this in a different way when it comes to saving time, making more money, and having diversity in your pocket, which is super important, okay? So for all those coaches out there, either if you want to move completely online, or if you're looking to create a hybrid method and you want to be able to have just another offer for you, pay attention to this video, okay? So with in-person, you could do single sessions, you could do semi-group training, or big group training. Those are your three big options, right? Those are really the three things you can really only do when it comes to in-person training. So you're kind of capped out there, right? You're kind of capped out. Each one takes up your time, right? So you're trading time for money. Like I said, there's nothing wrong, but if you're looking to make more money and have more time, then there's other options for you to think about. Now, again, you're trading time for money. You have to show up, right? So you have to show up wherever it's gonna be. Even if it's at your house, you still have to show up in person, right? Or if it's at a gym, you have to show up at a gym or the person's house to be able to make this happen. So you always have to be present right there constantly, regardless of whichever one you pick, whether it's single, semi-group, big group, okay? So you always have to show up there. Now, this is the other thing. You won't be able to make money in other places while you're in that 1 hour. Meaning, if you're there in that 1 hour, you can only make money in that 1 hour, right? You can't be making money, extra money, from different ways or different parts with your coaching if you're dedicating that 1 hour to that one person, right? That's where online gives you that flexibility and that fluctuation. So here's what I'm going to explain to you. So when it comes to online, as you keep there's more options down here, right, than there is over here. So online, you have the option of doing one-on-one Zoom, semi-group Zoom, on-demand live training, fitness application, pre-recorded custom packages. Yet again, here's something I'm going to share with you guys, because I do want you to understand that in the online world, you can still get stuck as well in the labor work category if you stick yourself in one of these three. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you're still replicating the same thing over here in person, just over a camera, right? So one-on-one Zoom still requires you to be there one-on-one for that hour over FaceTime or Zoom, training that person, right? Semi-group, same exact thing. You're just doing over a camera instead of being there. And the same thing goes with on-demand live training. It's like a group training live. The only perk about it is that later on you can send the pre-recording and also sell the pre-recording as well, where that's where you can actually make a little bit more money, and you can actually capitalize a little bit better when it comes to the big group training, where here you're training people in live. That's it, one time, done. They have to come back again. You have to come back again to be able to make money. Where on-demand live training, you can actually do the live class, record it, and have it sold after, and now you can make more money that way. So that is a benefit of that. Now, these two, pretty much identical to these first two over here, all right? So let me basically put a circle or square around these so you understand that these four are basically the same exact thing, okay? These four are basically the same exact thing, okay? Now, when it comes to the on-demand live training, like I mentioned, I'm gonna put an X so that way you understand that yes, they are the same, but this one has a perk in the sense of the fact that this one, you can actually make some extra money from it, from the actual recording that you did from the class, and actually sell it after. So we'll put a little X. Actually, you know what? We'll put a star so that we don't get confused. We'll put a star so you don't think it's a bad thing. I want you to know it's a good thing. So we'll put a little star so that way you know what that means. Okay, so this is a good thing. Now over here, fitness application. I have mixed feelings about fitness applications, and I know I did a video on that. And the reason being is because with fitness applications, there's a lot of less control on your end when you're in somebody else's fitness application. Now, if you create your own, it could be a little different, but it's very expensive, anywhere between 30 to 100K just to build your own app. Probably not the best route. But if you're going into somebody else's app and they have full control, you lose branding, your own branding. You basically lose control of what you can charge because they're charging that. You're making way less money because these apps are only charging about 15 through 60 bucks per person, meaning you're only really getting half of that because they're keeping the other half. So you can't make that much money. You're bringing all these people in. So if you don't have high volume on your social media or anywhere else that could drive traffic, really, really high volume, you're not going to make that much money. And you have to constantly be putting new workouts and updates all the time into that app to keep people going and fresh and interested into what you're doing. It's a lot of work, very little money, and less control. So that's my only problem that I have with fitness app. I'm not saying it's the worst, but I think I think the best way to look at it is that if you have a higher ticket option where you can sell a higher ticket model, and then this supports your high ticket model as maybe like an entryway, or like somebody gets a taste of what you do, and then from there you can nurture them and upsell them into the last one, pre-recorded custom package down the road. Then that's a way you can leverage that off and work it off based that. That's where I can see the benefit. Otherwise, for me, personally, this is an X for me. Again, keep in mind, when I say fitness apps, I don't want you to get confused with the platforms that are out there like TrueCoach, Trainerize, that those are great software, fitness apps, or platforms on the web where you can actually host your own videos and take full control, and it's more of a hosting platform. Yes, it's a fitness app because you can download it for your client as a fitness app, but it's actually a hosting platform. That's a software. So I don't want you to get confused with those, because those are great where you pay a monthly membership, 50, 60, 100 bucks a month, and you could just charge whatever you want to your clients, and you have full control of how to build your programs, everything from head to toe. That's a great deal. That's probably the best option to take, where you have more control, but that's more of a fitness software that has an app's capability. So if your client wants to download an app, it's not necessarily a fitness app like you see out there, like the playbooks and the ladders, and there's some other ones in there that I'll throw in there as well in the list. Those are more where they control the branding, they control what there's going to be out there, and then they basically have the coaches come in and fill the content. So I don't want you to get confused there. That's what I'm talking about as fitness apps, that probably those are the ones that are not going to bring you the most revenue. Now lastly, pre-recorded custom packages. This is my favorite one, guys. Why? Because this one's the one that's going to make you the most money and give you the most time, which we talked about. So if you want time and money, pre-recorded custom packages is the way to go. And the way you can custom these packages is basically you can also offer, let's say, a once a week review call for like 15, 20, 30 minutes. You could do a review. You're not training the person. You could do a review. You can also give like daily support if they need to ask a question once or twice throughout the day. You could do you can also do a group training setting if you want to train all your people in a group setting style. That's another way you could do it as well. And then give them a tailored program that has exercise libraries that you can pull out videos and put it together for them in a tailored package way. And now you're winning, because now you don't have to be with that person 24/7 doing one-on-ones or doing on-demand live. You don't have to be there. It's just record all your videos one time. Those videos are there. You might have to update them at most once or twice a year, which is nothing. And then from there, you can capitalize on the fact that you're just creating custom programs, and then you could do a once a week check-in with your client and give them that daily access support if they need to ask a question or two. That to me is the one that you can capitalize the most. This is the one I teach my clients all the time, is how to do that last one and sell it on a high ticket model, because that's the one you can actually sell for more and make more bang for your buck. Like I said, it's going to give you more money, more time, more freedom. This option right here. Now going back to what I said, and I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not knocking in-person training, and this is where I'm going to show you how you can make it a hybrid method. All right, so you can also come up with the idea, if you do love doing in-person training still and you don't want to lose that because you just have a passion for it and you enjoy it and you like being with people, what you can do is you can always build, instead of training person for 3 or 4 times a week, you can actually train them once or twice a week. All right, and then the rest can be pre-recorded videos. All right, so now it doesn't require you to be there 4 times, but you could still do once or twice with them in person, and then let them know that you're gonna give them homework for the other 2 sessions they have, or 3, to be able to do them on their own through the pre-recorded video custom template that you built for them. And now you have a hybrid model. You're still getting what you want in person, but you're still getting that time and freedom and money because of the hybrid method, where you don't have to be there 4 times a week with them. So you're cutting your workload in half with your in-person if you still want to do in-person. So that's a great way to do it, guys, right there. You can even do the same thing with if you're doing semi-group or big group and you want to be able to shorten this, you can literally do an on-demand live training where you can actually have, let's say, people come into a class and you record the class live, and now you can shoot out pre-recorded videos and you say, well, hey, we're only going to teach this class live once a week. The rest is going to be on videos. We're going to shoot you those videos and you can still feel like you're in a on-demand setting, or you can do that video from home and give them a live class boot camp or group training from home and have to go in person all the time. So now at least you save yourself to commute. So you can do one live in person and you could do one on demand live at home or in a studio, where now you can at least say, hey, I saved myself an hour in commute or 2. So right there, you're saving more time, but you're still getting that in-person experience. And then over here, you can get that still live big group training experience and give them a pre-recorded video that you can either sell or have that come with their packaging, however you sell it. But now you still got the hybrid model still going on for you. So I wanted to show you guys that because these are ways that you can incorporate it into both. Or if you want to go fully online, you can go fully online and see, like I said, the big benefits from this. But I just want you guys to think bigger and smarter, because we live in a world where if you don't diversify and you don't have different offers, you're gonna lose. Okay, like I said, for even those who are in-person trainers, it's not that I want you to take away in-person training. I just want you to enhance what you're doing already. I just want to put more in your pockets, more options, more tools, so you can start winning at a higher level. Because I'm telling you right now, for all those in-person trainers, it does take a toll to a certain extent. It does burn out to a certain extent. If you have thinking about having a family, you're gonna have to have a hard talk with yourself, because it's not the easiest way to have a family, to do certain things, because it takes up a lot of your time. It also takes away the fact that if you're on vacation or you're sick, you're not gonna make money unless you're here training your person, right? But this gives you the freedom to do so, and this is also gonna give you the leverage to do so doing the online. So again, I just want you to think differently. I'm not taking away from your in-person. I just want you to add on to your in-person if you want to stay in person, okay? And think about it for the client as well. Let's say that your client is on vacation, but they still want to train. Now you don't lose money. So instead of you have to wait till they come back in person and you not make money for a week, shoot, that person might want to do 2-3 sessions on their vacation. Now you could do it because you have online. So you don't lose money and your client stays happy and you stay happy. So you see, there's different options right there for you to play with if you still want to do this, but you can just also incorporate this. So I just want you guys to think more and act upon more, because the world is changing, times are changing, and I don't want you to not change with it. I want you to also win. I want you to also enhance yourself and educate yourself with what are the nuances in the fitness world, because fitness is changing so fast and technology is changing so fast that who knows what's going to be next. And if you're missing this step, well, the next step is going to be even harder. So I want you guys to get used to being online. At least add it to your arsenal, test it out, try it with a few of your clients and see how it goes for you. But now you guys know the differences between in-person, you know the differences between the online, and you understand the hybrid method, cross-bridging both of them, which is super important to know. Guys, if this brought value for you, if you got any great information out of this, I would truly appreciate it if you like, subscribe, show some love, because if you show love, I'm gonna be able to show more love back, driving my videos up, and I'm gonna be able to do more for you and pump out some awesome content in the health and fitness space, in the business space, in the mindset space, and we're gonna keep winning. Let's go.